If you're a business owner in the UK, maybe you're a tradesman, like a plumber or a builder, or perhaps you've got a shop on the high street, and you're wondering how to get a business loan without being messed around, well, the world of finance can be a really confusing place, and ultimately, you want to get a lender to say yes, but more importantly, you need it to be at a sensible interest rate so that you aren't giving your hard-earned cash to a bank. So today, I want to really break it down. What are you going to need? What lenders are really looking for? And the fastest way to get approved. I'm Guy. I have over 30 years of experience helping businesses to get the funds and the assets that they need to keep their businesses thriving through healthy and well-informed finance options. So let's jump into it. Why business loans matter. Look, running a small business isn't easy, I know. Cash flow can often be tight, you've got staff to pay, stock to buy, equipment to fix, or maybe you need it to buy materials up front, or maybe you're just ready to expand, but the cash isn't there. That's where business loans can really be a game changer. Good funding, done properly, can be the difference between just getting by and actually pushing forwards. So, how do you get a business loan? Step 1. Know what you need. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But most business owners skip this. So ask yourself, how much do I actually need? How quickly do I need it? And what will it do for the business? Also, how long do I want to repay it over? If you prepare these answers, lenders will take you a lot more seriously. Step 2, understanding your numbers. And not just your credit score, but your real trading picture. How's your cash flow? What's your monthly turnover like? Got a few bad months behind you? Don't worry, it happens to a lot of businesses. And that's one of the best benefits of working with a really good finance broker, because they will actually take the time to understand the story behind the numbers. Whereas if you just go directly to some of the top lenders that come up on maybe a Google search, it can often turn into a computer says no situation. Next, you've got to understand your options. Not all business finance is created equal, and choosing the right type of funding can make a big difference. Not just in cost, but in how well it supports your business goals. The best choice depends on a few key things. Your current financial position, what kind of repayments you're comfortable with, what you're using the funds for. There are several types of business finance, each with different requirements, benefits and risks to you. What works for one business may not suit another. It's worth doing a bit of research before deciding this. We'll break down the pros and cons of each loan type in our next video, so stay tuned for that. Picking the right finance options ensures you're not overpaying or stuck with repayment terms that don't suit your cash flow. It's about fitting finance to your business, not the other way around. Once you have an idea of what you're looking for, you're going to need to gather some information to get ready for your application. You're generally going to need 6 months of business bank statements, your ID, and your latest set of published accounts. Maybe a short business plan if you're a startup business. Having these documents ready will really help speed things along so you can get your finance approved faster with less back and forth between you, your broker and the lender. And if your credit history isn't perfect, don't write yourself off just yet. There are still options available. If you're thinking I won't get approved because my credit score's shot, you're not alone. And you're definitely not out of options. But here's the thing, your credit score is just one part of the story. It doesn't show your work ethic, it doesn't show your future contracts, and it definitely doesn't show your ability to bounce back. Now, yes, some lenders will only look at the numbers and they'll say no. But the good news, others take a more flexible, realistic approach. For example, many specialist lenders will look at your current cash flow, your monthly card sales, your repeat customers, the actual health of your business, in other words, not just a number from 2 years ago. And that's where having the right person in your corner makes all the difference. We've worked with electricians who were declined 3 times before coming to us, and we had them approved in 48 hours. So don't let a shaky credit score stop you from exploring your options, because it's not always a deal breaker. And if you're unsure what's possible for your situation, that's okay. Just start by asking. You might be surprised how far a conversation will take you. Once you've got a clear idea of what you're looking for and your documents are all in order, the next step is finding the right lender. This can often be the trickiest part, especially if it's your first time borrowing. As we've mentioned before, some lenders might say no based on your circumstances. That's why finding the right lender for your specific situation is so important. This is where working with a really good broker comes into its own. A good broker knows which lenders suit which type of applications, giving you a much better chance of getting approved and securing a really competitive interest rate. So, if you've been wondering, how do I actually get a business loan that works for me? Hopefully now you've got a clearer path. There's no one size fits all answer, but with the right guidance, you can make a smart move that helps your business grow on your terms. If you found this helpful, give it a like, drop it a comment with your questions, and don't forget to subscribe for more straight talking business advice. I'm Guy, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.